the U.S. needs to find suitable replacements for Tyler Adams at that 6, because it can't just be the default that anytime Tyler Adams is out, you play in that other formation. There are opponents where that formation is not suited to play against, where you still want to be able to play a 4-3-3. And although Gio had some good touches in the first half, I did think defensively he was off the pace. And a big reason why Germany was able to dominate that first half is because it felt like they were outnumbering the U.S. in the midfield, because Gio wasn't a genuine third midfielder defensively. And so I just think that's something the U.S. has to figure out. And yeah, likewise at left back, I don't want the default whenever Anthony Robinson is out to be that you have to move Dest to that position, because I agree with you. I don't think he's as good on the left as on the right. You know, with Serginho Dest, you're constantly making this calculation of, does what he brings going forward outweigh his defensive deficiencies? And I think on the right, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's debatable. On the left, it does not. I'm sorry. He did not bring you enough going forward today to justify what a weakness he was defensively. Leroy Sané had his absolute way with Dest all game.
You know, the tactic of showing players inside, and I know it's by design. There are some teams that prefer that when you're defending, you funnel them into where your players are down the middle of the field and inside. And then there's others that, prefer to funnel it outside. I will just say that as a former center back, I much preferred to deal with the cross than with somebody coming inside. And the first goal for Germany actually comes from Dest, and I don't know what, Dest from a defensive standpoint is a whole nother thing. I think he's much better on the right than he is on the left, and I think it showed today. And as a defender, I don't think he's a very good defender, regardless of what side he's on. He doesn't even show him, basically, but he certainly allows him to come inside. And I know Kyle was talking about the absence of Tyler Adams, but I don't think that particular goal had anything to do with Tyler Adams not being there. There were plenty of defenders, and while you showed him inside, if you're going to do that, you have to funnel him into players that are going to make the tackle, that are going to break out the plays, and that are going to ultimately win the ball.